just say into the camera, say your name and what your role is for the show.
My name is Marcel Brown, also known as RedSkunk, and I am one of the assholes. All right, let's start this over. Yeah, we're gonna start this over. My name is Marcel, also known as RedSkunk. I am one of the event directors of Native Sound Denver.
It rocks.
So the first thing that needs to be done when you're hosting a show, like it doesn't matter who you are, is the venue. Like you have to have a good location, and location is one of the most important things that you can have. You can't cheese on the venue, because if you're promoting something to be a certain way, somebody shows up and they're like, hey man, this is like this is sloppy venue, this is crap, That's the first thing, because I mean, if you don't have a foundation, you can't start to book artists. You can't, get anybody to even take you seriously when they ask you where the party's at. It's like, oh hey, I have an idea, but I don't know where it's gonna be yet. So when it came to locations, that we were planning on using for Mardi Gras this year, Mardi Gras 2014, we wanted the show to, have really good presence and a really good impact. And so, with that in mind, we decided that we wanted to, just explore our options and, see what was out there. And so we ended up, looking around and, I looked at a couple different locations, probably like 5 or 6 different locations, and we had chosen the one that was best for us. That was one location that we were looking at, and everything looked great, but then, I found out that they were gonna be sound Nazis about, noise ordinances and stuff, and, when it comes to, like sound, I mean, for our shows, that is a very big deal. I mean, all of our sound is custom built, like all of it, and so we bring the bass, I mean, we bring the heavy, we bring it nice, crisp, loud, and we want to turn that shit up. And so that's pretty much what it boils down to. And so since we couldn't do it there, we ended up coming across, the Summit Music Hall, talked with those people, super nice, super really cool people, and everything just seemed to work out. And so we just kind of went from there.
They wanted to know about what you're using on the second stage. It's just just a mixer and 2 tables?
Yep, it's just going to be an 800 mixer and 2 2000s.
800, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be an 800 to 2 2000s. On the main, we have 2 2000s and a 2000 mixer as well. And then those monitors need to be set up for Vaski, like we're right in the front there. Okay. So yeah, they're just part of what he needs. So cool.
All right.
I'm gonna head in and find Brian. Brian said that you have something that you can maybe like put together if something happens.
Yeah. I've got a couple scraps of the cable that we would need to build them.
Okay.
But we'd have to go get parts. We'd have to get parts to build it.
Do we need to get those parts now?
No, if it comes down to it, we could just run to like Home Depot.
And then I'll have the parts and we can do it. So last minute we can throw it together.
Yeah, totally. It only takes about maybe 15 to 20 minutes to make one of those cables.
All right, good. I'm glad you know how to do that because I definitely can't.
Totally. We'll be good, man.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm not gonna like stress about it too much. He's still wiring up that sound system, so we got like a while before he gets the power. So I'm just gonna let it kind of rot for just a minute.
Okay.
If it gets to the point where we're in a crunch, then we'll get
Go and make it happen.
Yeah.
So when it comes to sound, the guy that we have running sound is probably like the weirdest motherfucker that you'll probably meet. He's so weird, like, but in like such a good way, like so genuine, so nice. And ironically, I actually met him at this job that I was working with the global event reinforcement as well. I met him at the same place. I was just telling him my story, and I'm like, I wasn't bragging about it. I just was telling him about what we do, and he became interested, did one show, and then ever since then, like we did some, just one show at this, just this small place, and we set it up, and ever since then, dude's just been a nut when it comes to sound, just completely insane, like so mathematical. He just like, creates and designs his own boxes. It's not any design that's out there. Like he has completely customized it to be his own thing. So it's not, like it's not anywhere else but with him. And that's how he likes to stay with all of his designs. He just makes it pure, makes it clean. I can't even tell you how many like subwoofers we've blown at shows, just testing these things. And that was that company names, that's Front Row Sound. And just an amazing guy, surrounded by some really good people there.
If you want to hook up the tables, hook up the tables to the mixer, I'll hook up the mixer to the sound system. Okay. Just because I don't know how they'll want that set up exactly.
Okay, perfect.
And then once it's checked, are we good, or do we need to check like
sound and stuff?
everybody
sound check?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
When
so
are they coming in for sound check?
Well, sound check, I was planning on doing sound check at, it was probably like 2 or 3.
Okay.
So 2 or 3 would be sound check. We'll check everything, make sure it's good. We'll get everything running as if it was like full blast, so we can kind of equalize the rooms, because I know there's going to be some clash from what I understand.
Yeah.
There's going to be some clash in the main room, opposed to the side room. And so if we could kind of balance it out a little bit and kind of like figure out where our levels need to be, then we can kind of go from there.
You can actually back it off in this more too, like another 10%.
Mic check, 1, 2.
So when it comes to lighting, I actually have a guy that I've been working with for a really long time. Really cool guy. In a previous job that I was working at, we actually ended up crossing paths at that point. Absolutely, had no interest in what we were doing. I was just doing, smaller shows at the time, just trying to come up and, just trying to, do something good, something positive and fun. I just more or less, I guess at the time, seeing if I was able to do it, and, just riding with him and, talking with him more and more, he just kind of, unselfishly himself just kind of took upon, like the role of helping me do this, just based off of, what I was telling him. I guess he was like inspired by what I was doing, and he decided that he wanted to, do all this himself. So, I mean, he took all of his own personal money, bought as much lighting equipment as he could, and he's like just a complete, really cool guy. And that company, it's Wolf Valley Global Event Reinforcement, and just really cool stuff. And for the amount of time we've been working together, all the stuff that you know, he's brought us, and, you know, just how we've helped each other mutually. It's just been a great experience the whole entire time. Guy's very talented, very motivated, very reliable. I mean, it is, you know, really good stuff. Also for the show, I mean, we use surreal laser, and those guys are some interesting dudes. But I definitely got to say, you know, they've helped us out a lot. You know, bringing lasers to a show is a big deal. People want to see that. You know, people want to see, you know, all that cool stuff, and they have been nothing but helpful. They've worked with our budgets. I mean, they're really you know, cool guys, and I mean, they are based out of Colorado Springs as well, just like me and you know, Wolf Valley Global Event Reinforcement. So
a little too early for me this morning. I woke up and I was tripping over shit I usually don't trip over.
like 6 a.m. so too early. It's like the military no more.
No, I haven't. I got out the military, so I don't have to wake up at 6 o'clock. No more.
All right, yeah, I see.
You know?
All right, yeah. So let's hang this. What I'm gonna probably tape, you know. What I'm thinking.
Well, let's get the tape first.
Cool, perfect. I think that'll look good up there. Yeah, up there.
Grab the tape first. Let's lay it down over here.
Duct tape. Did we not get duct tape or no? Duct tape. We didn't get duct tape. So we got duct tape, but we didn't.
Well, we're about to go to Walmart anyway. So we got about some extra station.
Yeah, let's go to Walmart. Let's go get our stuff, and then
Yeah, this is not.
go from there. So with decorations, I personally feel like that's like a very important part of a show. You know, like you have to be able to appeal to people, you know, in a way that they're going to be, you know, responsive to. Because I mean, how many of you want to go to an event and, you know, this flyer looks great? It's like, oh fuck, hey man, this flyer looks fantastic. You know, like this looks great. And then you get to the show and it's nothing like the flyer, you know, and it really, I've been to so many shows like that, and it's kind of disappointing. But, you know, I try to emulate that sort of energy. You know, I want it to feel like when you are looking at the flyer, when you go there, you are surrounded by that, you know, that sort of theme and that vibe and, you know, that energy that you felt when you looked at it and you're like, hey, this is a dope ass flyer. This show should look like this is really what it should be. But when it comes to decorations, I mean, we've outsourced for, you know, a lot of different things. But when it comes to that, like, that's something I like to pride myself in. That's one of the things I like to focus on, is how I'm gonna have it set up and where this is gonna be and where that's gonna be and how much of this we're gonna have here. For this show, I mean, we made our own masks, so everything that you saw there, those masks, you know, with the mosaic on it, with the mirrors and with the lasers out of the eyes, and then the ones on the side, and then those balls that were, you know, hanging down like from the ceiling as well. All that stuff, you know, was all just, you know, made, you know, by us. With those masks that we made, there's another crazy guy, just surrounded by crazy people, I guess. A very interesting, very unique artist. He goes by the name of Creeper. He told me this funny story about how he got that name, and I guess we won't even go there. I guess you can kind of imagine, but he completely painted all those. So those masks, when we designed them, he had painted those masks himself. And then, you know, used all the blacklight enzyme for them, you know, designed the pillars and did all that stuff that, you know, you saw at the show. right, so we're good news and bad news. You're gonna run into obstacles everywhere, like, you know, like everywhere in life and anything that you do. It's just a matter of like how you take in that obstacle and you perceive it. You know, like on one end, you know, somebody can be told no, you know, like told no and no, you can't do this or blah blah blah. And for some people, they'll take that as a no and they'll walk away and they'll quit. And, you know, for some people, they might, you know, go ask somebody else and get a no and then quit. But, you know, the pretty much what it boils down to is you can't ever take no for an answer. Like, you either want that shit or you don't. And so you're going to go get it or you're not. And if you're told no or this isn't going to work out, you're going to find a way. One of our artists has gotten sick, and it's flu symptoms. And he doesn't look like he can play. I just want to make sure it's who I think it is. And if that's the case, then typically try to find somebody to fill the spot last minute, which shouldn't be too hard. I don't know.
So what's this word on, I hear one of the DJs has a visa problem.
Oh, man. See, ask me the hard questions. Okay, so Uppermost has a visa problem. Due to visa complications, Uppermost isn't going to be playing.
Yeah, I saw the status, dude. I was like, shit.
The problem with it is that with all the visa issues, there was an issue with us selling tickets and him being here at the same time. It's just, and we're trying for all sorts of different visas and stuff like that. He's actually, the funny part is he's here in Denver at his hotel. He just can't play the event. What kind of shit's that? Next is that I need somebody to fill his time slot. And you guys are the fucking shit. So, like, I need somebody who's gonna fucking kill it, and I have no doubt in my mind that you guys are gonna throw the fuck down.
Of course I will, dude.
So, instead of the 1 to 145, I need you to play 11 to 12. Tate isn't able to play. I guess he got the flu or something. Can you find me somebody who's willing to do the closing slot on the second stage?
Yeah, I can see what I can come up with.
Run it to that. I'll put a three-way right there. I'll run it to that one. Right here? Yeah.
Like where the ending is? Yeah, I don't like when it's
like super blended.
Yeah. So I'll go grab your first roll. Hi, my name is Littlebit and I run all the dancers for Native Sound Denver. My responsibility is booking the dancers for the event as well as creating their outfits and also making sure that they're dancing at their scheduled set times, making sure that they have their makeup and their hair done and they look professional to play the part.
I really love the energy of the crowd. It just really like pumps you up. And I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. It makes it even funner because I have like a passion for it, so I'm not just doing it to do it.
I love go-go dancing because it gives me the opportunity to get up in front of thousands of people, and I'm very, very shy, so it gives me a chance to kind of be somebody different. And I've been dancing since I was 16 years old, and let's just say I've came a long way from when I first started.
What do you guys like about dancing?
Just the outlet of emotion. If I'm, no matter like what mood I'm in, if I'm in a bad mood or a happy mood, it just makes me always feel 10 times better.
Kind of makes me feel like I have a second personality, because in person I'm like really shy, but when I get on stage I'm like a totally different girl.
Yeah, I'd agree with that stuff too, and I like this part of it. I like dressing up and I like the performance aspect and being in front of the crowd and the lights and the energy and everything.
go-go's are crowd hype, so they're there to have fun with the crowd. They're there to be kind of eye candy and just kind of add to the whole experience. Before the event, I always let the dancers know that it's important that they remain professional, that I'm okay if they drink, just don't get too crazy. Also being cautious of all the items on the stage and making sure that they're there for their schedule set times, but most importantly to have fun. So I hand make all my costumes for the most part, and I'm a procrastinator. So all the costumes that you've seen in the event I made it from like 5 hours the day before, but I put a lot of work into the outfits, a lot of time, a lot of money, making sure that the go-go's also like their outfits because that's very important to me. I was looking for themed costumes, so I like the Mardi Gras mask and how they were more of like a vintage wire look, and also their feather bras. I mean, it just fits the part completely with it being Mardi Gras. So I get to the venue about noon, typically the day of an event, and I get everything set up for the dancers, planning out set times. And also I was rehearsing a skit that we actually had rehearsed for Mr. Skeleton's opening for his set.
I have the counts, I'm counting it, I got it. Roll it again. Oh my God. So difficult.
So before the event, we rehearsed our skit, and it was to the opening song for Mr. Skeleton's set that he gave us prior to the show. And I basically walked out onto the stage, and we all had our Mardi Gras mask on, and RedSkunk and Lucky were both a part of the skit as well. It was basically them trying to capture me, but I ended up breaking free, and as I was trying to get away from them, they actually pulled out these CO2 cannon guns, and they basically sprayed the whole crowd, and I just disappeared off the stage. It was pretty neat. You guys have to remember to aim at this because I have to have room to get down. Okay.
So blast it off. She's gonna crawl down. Me and Lucky are gonna aim up with the smoke and then hit the crowd for like 10 seconds.
Hey Brian!
And then let it go.
Play it! I look at you and I look this way and then I try to get off the stage.
Okay.
One of you guys needs to point though.
Alright, so one of us needs to point. So you run off kind of quick and then I'll kind of step back and then I'll look at you. And then we'll come back to the gun.
How about this? When I try to get off the stage, I'll go like this and then hit her.
And so like this is where I aim a little bit in front of her. So we'll aim in the cross. So like I'm gonna shoot right in front of her so it looks like we're hitting her. Okay. Because the smoke, she won't even be able to, nobody will be able to see her. And so we'll just kind of shoot in front of her, right? And then maybe like go up, right? And then fucking come down on the crowd. Yeah. This is gonna be perfect. This shit's kind of scary, actually.
Oh, wow. That is kind of creepy.
You're getting another call!
Can you see anything? Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ! I don't know if we're gonna make it. We still have to put up a ton of lighting. So we still have a ton of lighting to put up. I don't know if we're gonna nail down this performance. The go-go dancers are still halfway ready. We really need to start moving pretty quick. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it, but I know we're sure as hell gonna give it a shot. We don't have much time left, but you know, with the amount of stuff that we have to put together, we're trying to put together the best show possible. So, I mean, we woke up at 6 this morning to take care of everything. We got here at 9, and we've been working all day, and we still have a ton of stuff to do. So, hopefully we get it done. We're gonna keep moving quick. Hopefully the sound guy gets everything together, and we finish everything that needs to be taken care of. So for Native Sound Denver, we like to give everybody a chance to play, you know, especially for locals, you know, because I mean, you're gonna book your headliners who are gonna bring people, and you know, you're gonna book your, you know, guys here and your guys there. But for locals, what we wanted to do and what we wanted to bring to the table to give everybody a fair chance, because I'm a DJ too. Like I know what it's like coming up, and I know what it's like playing that big party and having that opportunity and having your, you know, friends be there to see you at that first show that you're actually playing at, or even if it's not the first show. I mean, throwing down some sick, nasty beats that, you know, you've been like picking up, you know, it's just, hey, I want to mix this shit together and mix that together. You know, I understand that. And so when it came to booking the locals, we put out a post like we're gonna do for every NSD show that we have. That gives locals the opportunity to message us, show us what they got, send us a mix and say, hey, you know, this is what I have, I want to play your show, blah, 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 this is what, you know, this is. And that's kind of how we picked that. There were some local guys that, you know, that I did pick up that I have worked with before, or who I follow, or who I've heard of. And those guys, based off of how I feel, or you know, how me and my partner feel about their performance and how much energy and effort they've been putting into their career path, you know, we have given them the opportunity, you know, to just say, hey, we want you to play at this show. We know you're a local. We know you're putting in effort. We're paying attention. You throw down sick beats, you know, whether you've worked with us before or not. You know, we would like to just express our gratitude towards you, you know, helping, I guess, you know, the whole scene, you know, as a whole. I picked Stereo Force because those guys are just killers. There's not one time I have booked them, and I shit you not, now one time have I booked them, have they not thrown it down. Like every time, those guys just kill it, and they're amazing producers. And it's just, you know, it's unfortunate you're not as popular, you know, in your own, you know, city as, you know, like a producer or a DJ as you would be traveling, because these guys are awesome. And so that definitely fueled me. Those guys have always been professional. I've been booking those guys since 2012, actually 2010. I want to say it was the first party that we booked them for.
We got 8-inch boners. 9 if you're not gonna talk to you.
So the zombie apocalypse is happening, right?
Yeah.
And you can only take a shotgun, a machine gun, or a crowbar.
Oh,
which one would you take?
That's a terrible choice. Terrible choice. The shotgun is up close.
Machine gun. I don't want to get close to fucking zombies. Are you serious?
A terrible choice. Terrible choice.
Well,
shotgun.
Are we on a team? No.
No team?
We're alone?
Oh,
you're alone.
No, alone?
Machine gun.
Machine gun. no.
I don't want to shake it.
Listen, if we're on a team, it's like team is machine gun.
No, watch me. I'm gonna boom, boom, bap,
You got us trying to
down the road. But what if I run out of bullets? I can apply my shotgun, man.
Shotgun.
Boom, boom. Tell us about your set that you guys played in there.
Oh.
Tell us a little bit about your set. How do you feel about we really just said beforehand, let's play the hardest electro set we can do.
Yeah, so a lot of it was like mashups,
but also
an original. Like I would say 90%.
We're like, let's play shit that people like, people know, but let's play drops that people wanna like.
No, that's the
slice
secret.
their wrist
Yo,
to.
are you listening?
Like,
secret? Are you ready?
Punch people to.
Here's the secret to the industry: leads that they know, drops that they don't. That's the secret.
It's true.
Don't fuck it up.
It's true.
Don't fuck it up.
So I chose Mr. Skeleton because he just brings the filth. That's just it. Just grimy filth in your face, just blasting you with beats. That guy just throws down the bass and it's super dirty, super clean. He's a really cool, very weird guy too. So, but like weird in a good way. Like you just, he's himself, like he's unique. Weird just means that you're, misunderstood. So, for Mr. Skeleton, I don't know, he's just a straight killer, and that's why he was booked.
The skit thing, actually, it like sort of went to plan. Like in the beginning, the whole skit that we did, like we rehearsed it probably like, how many times did we rehearse it, Lucky?
I think about a good 8 times.
Eight times.
About a good 8 times.
So we rehearsed it like 8 times. How do you think it went?
What, the last one, our final one?
Our final one.
Well, I was on the inside, so I don't know. From what I heard, though, it went okay.
Yeah.
From what I heard, it still looked good.
It went okay.
Yeah. When I realized I was supposed to grab her arm, and I was like, wait a minute, I was supposed to do something before I grabbed the gun. I'm used to grabbing the gun first, so that's so I went to go grab the gun, and I realized, but everybody said it looked good, though.
Yeah, I saw the video. Oh yeah, these people.
Great video, right?
Yeah.
Hot video. Great video.
When I booked Vaski, I was looking for, some like icing on the cake. I guess you could say icing on the cake. But I was looking for artists, and I was just talking to his management, and that particular manager was overseeing like 30 artists. And, you know, I just kind of systematically went through. I seen, you know, who was coming out for them, how many times they've been here, were they here in the last, you know, 8 months? I mean, like, where have they played? You know, what do they play? And when Vaski came up, it was just like, he just seemed to be the fit. And myself, I had never actually even seen Vaski. You know, I only followed his music, and, you know, I liked that, and I knew that he had a pretty good presence in Denver, you know, because, you know, other companies have, you know, brought him out before. And so I was like, okay, you know, Vaski's a fit. And so after some talking with his manager and, you know, just kind of going with that, I brought Vaski out, and when we brought him out, it just, he just killed it. You know, the crowd went crazy for him.
Who the fuck thought Vaski's set was fucking amazing? And look at this fucking awesome guy giving out shit to his fans. You gotta fucking love that.
Playing my music in front of thousands of people is absolutely incredible. It's the best feeling in the world. It's like expressing yourself, but on a very large scale. And it's just really cool to see all the work that I put in, like people appreciating it, people loving it, and I'm just up there dancing, I'm just having fun just like everybody else.
Vaski, get your ass up here. Get your ass up here, Vaski.
Like when you drop a track that all of a sudden everybody is going crazy for, and you're DJing and you look up and you just see everybody freaking out and everybody looking at you and everybody like loving it. It's a really cool moment to just like, you're there, they're there, and you're sharing this time together. And like our time on Earth is short, but like we can all celebrate together through music, and I think that's really fucking cool.
You only live once. I mean, everything else past that is just not guaranteed. So, how are you gonna live your life?
Probably one of my most favorite shows so far.
The show was awesome. It was excellent. It was amazing.
Rad. It was so fucking cool.
Favorite part of the show was the lights, definitely. This is my first rave, so yeah. So I had a great time. It was definitely it was the best time I've had in a long time. So it was great coming out.
It was great. I loved the double stages. I loved how each stage had its own kind of genre, and it was just amazing all around. Like the big stage had a ton of people, and then the small stage had a lot of room to spin and stuff. It was awesome.
I think the show went great. It was really nice to be in Denver, and I think I'm not just a head dancer for the company or even just booking dancers for the company, but I'm very interested in this as well. So seeing the success of the show was really exciting, seeing the people pumped up, and also plenty of compliments were given to my girls. They were all very excited to dance the event. I consider it a success.
The most memorable part is when that first drop, you know, when Vaski, you know, gets on, people are just super hyped, you know. I'm on the mic and, you know, like, you know, Denver, Colorado, you know, getting everybody all, you know, super hyped up. And, you know, Vaski just drops, you know, just this huge bass, you know, just this super thick, you know, like trap, just 808. And he just throws his hands up just effortlessly, just like boom, you know. And, you know, at that time, you know, I had realized that, you know, I felt like, you know, like we definitely had a show. Like, people are going bananas right now. And, you know, Vaski's just up here killing it.
This lovely venue has been so fucking gracious for you wild fucking animals. You've been nuts all fucking night. You guys are going crazy. No more fucking songs. We cannot do another song. We can't do it.